Diddy's mother, the hidden story behind his rise. What if the story behind Sean, Diddy, Combs' rise to fame doesn't begin in the recording studio? What if it begins much earlier, inside the home where he grew up? A new wave of documentaries and interviews has turned attention toward one person who has rarely been at the center of the story. Diddy's mother, Janice Combs. Some people close to Diddy have made serious claims about her influence, her social circle, and the environment Diddy grew up in. But there's a major question. Did that environment actually shape the man Diddy eventually became? Or are people now trying to connect dots that were never proven? And one of the most controversial parts of this story involves allegations surrounding the parties, business relationships, and even the way Diddy built Bad Boy Entertainment. So today, we're separating the allegations from the known facts, and looking at the woman some people believe played a much bigger role in Diddy's story than the public realized. Diddy's father died when Sean Combs was still young. That left his mother, Janice, as one of the central figures in his childhood. According to people who knew the family, Janice was ambitious, socially connected, and determined to create opportunities for her children. Diddy grew up around people, parties, entertainment, and ambitious personalities. Those experiences may have taught him something that would later become one of his greatest strengths. How to control a room. Before he became a music mogul, Diddy was already learning how attention worked, how relationships could create opportunities, and how being connected to the right people could change your future. But according to former associates interviewed in documentaries and media reports, there was another side to the environment surrounding the family. Some have described parties at Diddy's childhood home where adults behaved in ways that, according to their accounts, were inappropriate or unusual. These are allegations, not established facts, and Janice Combs has strongly disputed the negative portrayal of her family. But the claims became controversial because some people argue that Diddy's later lifestyle appeared to mirror the environment he experienced growing up. And that's where the story gets complicated. One of the people who has spoken publicly about Diddy's early life is longtime associate Tim "Puff" Patterson. Accounts attributed to Patterson describe Janice as someone who maintained a strong social network and hosted gatherings where influential people would come and go. Other former associates, including Gene Deal, have also discussed the powerful influence Janice allegedly had over Diddy. The bigger question isn't simply what happened at those parties. It's this, what did Diddy learn from watching the adults around him? Because years later, Diddy would become famous for throwing massive parties of his own, surrounded by celebrities, musicians, athletes, models, and influential figures. And eventually, those parties became part of the much larger controversy surrounding his name. But connecting his childhood directly to his adult behavior is an interpretation, not a proven fact. And that's an important distinction. Then there is the question of Janice's relationship with Diddy himself. Clips and interviews showing the two together have generated enormous discussion online. Some commentators have described their relationship as unusually close. Others have argued that the internet has taken isolated moments and turned them into something much bigger than the available evidence supports. Either way, Janice remained an important presence in Diddy's life. And according to people who knew him, her influence wasn't limited to family matters. It reportedly extended into business. That brings us to Bad Boy Entertainment. Because according to claims discussed in documentaries, Janice may have played a more significant role in the business structure surrounding Diddy than many fans realized. Some former associates have suggested that Diddy was the public face, while other financial and corporate decisions were handled through different structures. One explanation discussed in connection with the documentary involves potential liability surrounding a tragedy at a 1991 charity basketball event. On December 28, 1991, a charity basketball event connected to Diddy and Heavy D took place at City College of New York. The event ended in tragedy. A crowd surge near the entrance resulted in **9 people losing their lives **, while many others were injured. The disaster led to lawsuits and years of controversy surrounding security and crowd management. Former security associate Gene Deal has publicly argued that security decisions contributed to what happened. He has claimed that his team was supposed to provide security outside the venue, but was removed from that position before the event. According to his account, the presence of major celebrities created an even larger crowd outside, and the situation quickly became uncontrollable. These claims have been disputed and should not be treated as proof that any individual intentionally caused the tragedy. But the incident became an important part of the history surrounding Diddy's early career. And according to claims discussed in the documentary, the tragedy also raised questions about how business entities connected to Diddy were structured afterward. Again, those are allegations and interpretations, not something viewers should automatically accept as established fact. Now fast forward to today. Diddy's legal troubles and the documentaries surrounding his life have reopened almost every chapter of his past. One documentary project backed by 50 Cent brought renewed attention to Diddy's career, relationships, and family history. And according to reports surrounding the project, previously unseen footage was also part of the discussion. Diddy's legal team has pushed back against the portrayal, arguing that the documentary is misleading and harmful. The filmmakers, meanwhile, have maintained that the footage was obtained legally and that they had the rights to use it. So now there are essentially **2 competing narratives **. One side says the documentaries are exposing a hidden history. The other says they are creating a sensational story around allegations that remain disputed. And this is where 50 Cent becomes important, because he has been one of Diddy's most outspoken rivals for years. But just when it seemed the story was settling down, another documentary entered the picture. Reports indicate that Diddy's sons are involved in a project intended to present their perspective on their father and their family. That could create an entirely different version of the story. Instead of former associates speaking about Diddy, his own family could now speak for themselves. And that creates a fascinating documentary battle, *50 Cent's version versus Diddy's family's version. *2 completely different perspectives. Two different groups of people, and one complicated history. But perhaps the biggest question is still about Janice Combs. Was she simply a mother who supported her son through an extraordinarily difficult childhood? Was she an important influence behind Diddy's business success? Or did the environment surrounding Diddy's upbringing contribute to the person he eventually became? The truth is, we should be careful. There are serious allegations in the public conversation, but allegations are not the same thing as proven facts. Janice Combs has rejected claims that portray her family in a negative way, and has criticized what she considers inaccurate depictions of her son's upbringing. So until every claim can be independently established, the most responsible conclusion is simple. There are still unanswered questions. And those questions may be exactly why this story isn't going away. Because Diddy's empire may have been built in the spotlight, but the story of how he became Diddy may have started decades earlier, inside the home of the woman who helped raise him. And now, as new documentaries continue to reveal old footage, old interviews, and competing accounts, the past is being examined all over again. The real question isn't just what happened to Diddy. It's how much of his story have we actually understood, and how much is still hidden?